Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome yet again to this latest edition of Rebels Radio. We're here to you today live from a rather sunny Arbour Park. It's just started to cloud over now, just as kick-off comes. It's always the way, isn't it? Just clouding over here now at Arbour Park. But we are here today for this Vanarama National League South game between Slough Town and St Albans City. And the last time that these two teams faced each other at Slough was back on October 2000. So 19 years we've been waiting, or 18 and a half if you're going to be picky. Yes, it's been a long time since Slough have hosted St Albans City in a game. There was an earlier game in the season that finished St Albans 3, Slough Town 2, and Slough were fairly lucky in theory to not be in the end of a worse score. And I think that St Albans City that day played extremely well. As usual, we'll bring you all the details of the teams, the other games going on in our league, and of course what you're listening for is the main commentary, and that will start when the game starts at 3 o'clock. So as usual, we've got the usual bits to do. So we'd like to say thank you to our two sponsors. They are the Slough Town Supporters Trust. Finished their walk to Woking last weekend and raised a lot of money. You can still donate to that by going on to their website, which is sloughtownsporterstrust.co.uk, and you can use PayPal to still donate. Half the money goes to the Supporters Trust, half goes to the chosen charity of this year, which is the Pit Stop charity, and that helps young people try and get skilled jobs. It's a college that helps do that. So well done to them. And our other sponsors are, of course, MyFC, the online football community. You can find more about them by going on the Pichero website and then typing in MyFC. So that's how you look for those. And that's what it's all about today. So we're going to tell you what's coming up for the Rebels. And next Saturday, Slough will be away to Hungerford Town, who are fighting a relegation battle of their own. So we will be in for a tough old game that day. So Slough away next Saturday to Hungerford Town. Then after that, Saturday the 13th, Slough will be at home again, where they face in-form Welling United. So those are your up-and-coming games. So please do be aware, though, that there is something else going on Friday the 12th of April. And again, this is one of these things that the football club is trying to do more of. So on the 12th of April, we have a comedy evening. So that comedy evening will start at 8 o'clock. It's £15 a head, and the doors will open at 7:30. It's here at Arbour Park in the upstairs bar, and you can pay on the day, but we would like you to try and pre-buy your ticket so we know how many people are coming. The comics that are lined up, the host will be Nina Benjamin, Gareth Thomas, and the main headline act of the evening is Bob Mills. And if you've ever listened to Talk Sport in 10 to 1, Bob Mills is on that quite often. So there you go. Okay, other games going on then in the National League South this afternoon. It's 5th versus 2nd in the first game of the day, where it's Bath City at home to Woking, Chelmsford City versus Oxford City, Concord Rangers host Weston-super-Mare, Dartford versus Truro City, it's Dulwich Hamlet versus Billericay Town, East Thurrock United at home to Chippenham Town, Gloucester City versus Welling United, Hampton and Richmond Borough versus Hungerford Town, it's Hemel Hempstead Town versus Eastbourne Borough, and top of the table, Torquay host 8th placed Wealdstone. So those are your up-and-coming games. So the games that are going on in the National League South this weekend. And I believe that there will be a midweek game of, and quite a big one, of Torquay versus Chelmsford on Tuesday evening. That is the third time that game has been scheduled to be played. Both times it's been postponed. I somehow don't think with the weather that we were having that one will be postponed. So a third time lucky for those Chelmsford fans going down to that one. And we will, as usual, have our usual half-time quiz for you here as well. Just a few questions for you to answer there. And we wait for the two sides to come out. They're just about to come out now. So let's run through those two sides for you. St Albans City will be playing in purple shirts with white shorts and purple socks. And their starting 11 is 1, Dean Snedker. 2, James Caloxy. 3 is the captain, Tom Bender. 4 is Scott Sholton. 5, Lewis Knight. 6 is Michael Clark. 7 is Ben Wyatt. 8 is Clovis Camjo. 9, Sam Merson. 10 is David Moyo. And 11 is Liam Soul. Substitutes for St Albans this afternoon are 12, Solomon Sambo. 14 is Luke Joyce Dwaka. 15 is Kale DeCosta. 16 is Thomas Geller. And 17 or 18 will be the goalkeeper Alfie Bonfield. For the Rebels, then it's in goal Jack Turner. 2 is Josh Jackman. 3 is George Wells. 4 Guy Hollis. 5 Mark Nisbet. 6 Lee Togwell. 7 is the captain Sam Togwell. 8 Matt Lynch. 9 Manny Williams. 10 Francis Martin. 11 Billy Clifford. Same lineup as Woking. Subs for the Rebels is Sean Fraser 12, 14 Simon Dunn, 15 Warren Harris, 16 Louis Swords, and 17 is the goalkeeper Trent Phillips. So a couple of changes for the away side from their previous game at home to Gloucester City. Today's referee is Mark Whaley. His assistants are Alan Barrow and Shelby Elsom. So if you've never listened to Rebels Radio before, then my name is Aid and I'm your commentator for this afternoon. If you would want to get in contact with us, then there's a couple of ways that you can do so. You can do so on Twitter. It's at MyFC Rebels Radio, all one word, all in lowercase. Or the easiest way and the most popular way is if you're listening via the YouTube, then you should have a little chat room there that goes on, and we're already saying good afternoon to Andy Biddle, Peter Jewell, Jim Robertson and Dale Woods. Dale's listening in from Lanzarote. So there you go. So that's how you can come through to us, and we'll give you a shout out of some kind this afternoon. As usual, we had a few problems with the setup. We are going to change next season to a different setup. You'll still just get Rebels Radio, but hopefully a better way out. So just beware of that for the start of next season. We'll mostly broadcast differently. You'll still be able to hear us loud and clear, and still be able to get in contact as well. So panic over, don't worry, we'll still be back next season. And we are just waiting for the two sides to come out here this afternoon, and the two sides just being led out here now. We have a small section of scouts who are they're Sikh scouts from the Sikh community, and they're leading out the teams as well. And we've also got another mascot today going out with their favourite player, and that's Marley Shaw, not the player, that's Marley Shaw going out, and she's going out with a favourite player, or he's going out with a favourite player, with Manny Williams. So the mascots are just going through the shaking hands. This is going to take a time because there's around about 9 of the Sikh mascots. So shaking hands is going to take a little bit of a time. Let's quickly run then through your teams then this afternoon. Just the 11 for St Albans City. 1 is Snedker, 2 Coloxy, 3 is the captain Bender, 4 Sholton, 5 Knight, 6 Clark, 7 Wyatt, 8 Camjo, 9 Merson, 10 Moyo, and 11 is Soul. For the Rebels, it's Turner 1, Chapman 2, Wells 3, Hollis 4, Nisbet 5, 6 is Lee Togwell, 7 Sam Togwell, 8 Lynch, 9 Williams, 10 Amati, and 11 is Clifford. So that is your two sides here for the 11s this afternoon. The referees and assistants are just going over and checking all their checks. We will be in place and ready for the kickoff as it happens. And the mascots all just coming back off there and into their seats here. I've got to say that St Albans away kit is absolutely fantastic. Purple with a bit of black on it. So, you right, Ben? Ben Harris just coming past there and saying hello. So, Ben, who's out injured for the rest of the season, unfortunately, injured at Dartford. So, we're just waiting for the referee to call over the two captains this afternoon. We are doing the scoreboard here, so we've got a lot of things to do today, so we're hopefully going to get that right, or try to get it right, but we'll see how it goes. And we're ready for today's game. We're just waiting for the captains who are already in the centre circle. They've already been called over. And Andy Biddle reckons there's snow forecast in some places next week. Andy, I think that's called the Antarctica. It's okay, don't worry. You're okay. I'm sure we'll be fine. Looks like the teams have decided which way they're going to go. And it looks as though Slough will be shooting for this first half right to left. And Slough will also have the kick-off here this afternoon. Let's just make sure that we can get this scoreboard working as well. All eyes are on the referee today, Mark Worley, as we wait for today's game to get underway. Matt Lynch just doing some press-ups in front of us while we wait for the kick-off to come. Referee's happy with one side. The linesman's just counting the number of players. He's counting the number of players. All you've got to do now is blow your whistle. And we are off. Kick. Go and start. Oh. We're having trouble with the scoreboard already. Oh, well, we're getting it all wrong here at the moment. Anyway, the ball's been played in here towards Lynch, who can't get to the ball, and a chase here for Guy Hollis, who's put under pressure there from Merson, but it's there you go. We can't get the scoreboard working. No, we got it started. It's a little bit slow. Let's just pause that and change the time a little bit. How do we change the time? What have we got on the things? How much have you got, Sam? How we kicked off. Ball's here with Matt Lynch down the left-hand side anyway. He's going back towards Wales. And we can't seem to get the scoreboard working, so we're just going to press play in. And hopefully it's all going. We can't get the score. I can't get the thing to do, so we're just going to try and quickly sort that out. The ball has just gone out for a free kick to the Rebels. So it's a foul. So we're just going to try and change the time here this afternoon. Oops, a daisy. Let's do it from there. Say it's 1 minute 10 and go for there. There we go. We're just going to guess it's working. Was it working? No. I can't get this thing to work. Oh, well, we haven't got the scoreboard working at the moment, so there you go, that's brilliant. And the ball is just going to play through here to Josh Chapman down the right-hand side, inside towards Clifford. Clifford turns away, finding Lee Togwell, 25 yards away from goal. Spreads it to the left-hand side where it finds Lynch. Lynch has got someone on the overlap. He goes for the shot himself, and it's just wide of the goal there by Matt Lynch. And the first effort of the day goes to the Rebels. Do we know how many minutes we're in? 2. Let's see if we can get this thing to work. We haven't got a clue what time is that we're on. So we're just going to try and make this up as we go along and see if that works. So we're just getting that going. So long kick here by the goalkeeper Snedker. Headed on well by Merson. Flicks the ball on here. And it's played away by Sol. Ball bounces around, takes a deflection into the path of the Slough play. It's Lee Togwell through to Chapman. Chapman down the line for Armati to chase. And Bender, the captain, comes along and just gets a touch to it. But Armati is adjudged to have fouled, and it's a free kick to the home wayside. And foul by Armati on the captain Bender, who's playing at left back. And it looks almost as if St Albans City have got a free formation here at the moment. So there you go. Good evening to Bald Raven, who's listening in. Stuck in sunny Exeter. Well, there's worse places to be. Snedker takes this long kick straight down the field, aimed towards Chapman. Chapman's head is flicked on by Lee Togwell. So easy takedown there for Clark on his chest, and plays the ball out here for Sol. Sol comes down this right-hand side, trying to turn away from Lynch. Lynch stays with him, but he cuts inside and finds Clark out here. And Clark's ball down the line is intercepted by George Wells. And ball played inside here towards Sam Togwell, halfway inside his own half. Takes to look to go to Merson, but changes it up. And then finds the ball out towards Josh Chapman, 5 yards inside his own half. Gets to the halfway line, still running with the ball. Plays it back here towards Sam Togwell. And he'll leave it for Nisbet to spread wide to Wells. Wells cuts inside. And it's back out here with Mark Nisbet. Nisbet's ball finding Lee Togwell inside the centre circle. Good touch by him, finds his brother Sam. And Sam looking for that outlet on the right-hand side, but finds Clifford instead. Clifford, deep ball, trying to trip it over the top of Bender. Bender's header is kept in on the far-hand side by Chapman, who wins the ball and cuts past a couple of players. Gets to the byline, tries to keep the ball in, does well to keep it in, and keeps the ball alive here with Williams. Williams, though, gets caught, and it's a throw to the Rebels. And it'll be a case for Guy Hollis to go across on that far hand side to put a long throw into the box. And he's around about 22 yards away from goal. As Hollis tries to sort this long throw into the box here. It's going to be flicked on, headed away though. Comes to the edge of the box where it's flicked on though by Merson. And George Wells is back there for Slough to just shake the ball down and goes back towards his goalkeeper Turner. Turner's first touch, dressed all in white this afternoon. And Turner plays it long here, looking for the run of Lynch. Good ball in. Lynch takes it on his chest. It's ball blocked. It comes through to Amati. He's on the left-hand side. Gets into the box. Tackle comes in from Clark and it's out for a corner, I do believe. We're just going to double check whether that is a corner or a throw. I think it's just gone out for a throw, actually. It's right by the corner flag. And Hollis has gone across, so it looks like it's a throw to the Rebels. And it'll be Hollis to take it. It's right by the corner flag here for Slough. So again, the long throw comes in. It's a good throw. Sam Togwell with the header. It just goes wide of the goal by Togwell. Heads it down really well, but just off target. And Slough with the second effort of the day, just wide of the goal. 0-0 here between the two sides. And a good healthy number of St Albans City fans have made the journey here. Roughly around about 50 of them behind the goal to our right that they're attacking. As Snetka takes his kick, long kick here. It's headed away though by Hollis. Amati tries to get there. The header comes away from Knight into the path of Wyatt, but his ball goes all the way through to Turner in the Slough goal on the edge of his penalty area. Just rolls the ball out here towards Mark Nisbet. Nisbet plays it in towards Lynch. Lynch under pressure back towards Nisbet. And it's played across here towards Guy Hollis. Inside towards Sam Togwell. Stretches and finds Nisbet. Slough just lacking with numbers forwards. You know, Marty has to go deep to pick the ball up and does well. Finds the ball out here towards George Wells. Wells is playing it in. Slough just trying to move Jackman up on the right hand side. Ball's here with Mark Nisbet. Looks for Lynch on the far hand side. Takes it down on his chest on the byline. Keeps the ball in well. And then scores almost a brilliant own goal, but Jack Turner's there quick enough to go across. Matt Lynch almost scored an own goal from inside the opposition half there. And Turner is a bit more on the ball. Ball play forward here for Wells to flick on. Does well. And his flick on finds Lynch down the left-hand side. Lynch gets to the byline. Crosses it in hard and low. It's hooked clear, though, by Clark and out for a throw to the Rebels. So Slough having a shot at their own goal. Lee Togwell to come and take this throw. Inside towards Clifford. Takes it on his chest towards Lee Togwell. Flicked out here for Nisbet. Nisbet just chipping the ball over the top here for Lynch to try and chase. The ball skewiffs, tries to find Manny Williams, but Knight with the challenge. And inside towards Sol. Sol finds Camjo. Camjo tackled really well there by Sam Togwell. Marty will keep the ball in on the byline, just right inside the box. Does well to turn inside. Still running with the ball. Leaves it here for Sam Togwell, who shoots. But unfortunately, Sam Togwell's goal scoring record isn't the best. He is yet to score a goal at home, and it doesn't look like he's going to get any closer with efforts like that. But Slough with the better of the play for these first opening 6 minutes. Still 0-0 between the two sides. And it will be Snedker to take this goal kick here for St Albans. Long ball played in here towards Merson. Merson misses the ball. It's flicked on there by Moyo. And Sol tries to get there, but Hollis is there to clear, and he plays it off Sol. And out of play for a throw to the Rebels. It's almost left their own 18-yard box. George Wells is the player to come across to take the throw. And inside here towards Clifford. Clifford puts his foot on the ball and finds Nisbet. Nisbet under pressure will go back towards the goalkeeper Turner. And Turner takes a touch, finds Clifford, who's now in the left-back position. Got George Wells in front of him and finds Wells. Wells turns inside, back here towards Clifford. And Slough being thwarted by this 3-4-3 formation. Ball being played across here. Clifford and Lynch tackling each other to get to the ball. It's coming out here towards Williams, who's come really deep inside his own half to pick the ball up. And here with Sam Togwell. Togwell now finding a bit of space down the left with George Wells. Wells being urged to go forwards. Cuts inside, goes back here towards Nisbet. And Slough, although they're keeping the ball, aren't getting forwards down the field much. Clifford now has the ball. Inside here towards Lynch. It's turned up into the centre. Runs with the ball, plays it on the left-hand side here towards Wells. Wells being urged to bring the ball forward. Crosses in hard and low. It's well blocked there by Coloxy, who hooks the ball away up to Moyo. But Sam Togwell's there to play it back here towards Turner and lashes the ball straight down the field here for Armati. Takes it down really well on his chest. Inside here towards Clifford. Sorry, that was Williams. Sorry, Manny Williams with that skill there. Ball played out here now towards George Wells. Wells inside the left-hand side. Got Lynch on the left-hand side. Finds Lynch. Lynch here up against Coloxy. Crosses the ball on the far-hand side. It'll come all the way through to Chapman. Little touch inside to Clifford. Clifford trying to create a bit of space. He's going to play the ball down the line here for Chapman. Chapman takes a touch. Should have crossed it in. Back out here towards Clifford. Slough moving down inside the edge of the box here with Lynch back out towards Clifford. They're going backwards though. And Clifford puts the cross in. Headed up in the air there by Clark. Flicked on by Coloxy, not the best clearance. It comes through to George Wells, who chips it inside towards Sam Togwell. Sorry, Lee Togwell. George Wells takes a shot, takes a deflection, and that takes the power out of it. And it's saved well, though, by Snedker. Oh, don't want to do that. Oh, we're going to put a goal on the scoreboard then. That would have been funny. And the ball's in the hands of Snedker. And again, it's a long kick down the field here for St Albans. Headed away, though, by Nisbet, only as far as Camjo. Good challenge, though, by Clifford to win the ball, and it's here with Clifford again inside his own half. Stretches to try and play the ball down the line. Does finally come to Amati, and Amati trying to skip past. The ball comes out towards Chapman. Chapman coming down the right hand side, travelling 30 yards with it down that near hand side. He's got Amati on the outside. Amati trying to run into the box. Gets a shot in. Oh, and it's straight across the goal mouth there by Francis Amati. It needed a touch. Lynch and Williams in there, couldn't get a touch to it, and it's out of play for a goal kick. Slough being the dominant of the two sides so far these first 10 minutes, but only with one deflected effort on target so far. But it's still 0-0 between the two sides. So again, Snedker will take this goal kick for St Albans. Again, long kick aimed again towards Merson. Merson looking for a foul. It's Nisbet gets it caught in between his feet, and Hollis has to come across to get a touch to it. Wells will clean and plays it off Moyo, and out of play for a throw to the Rebels. And St Albans will try and pin the home side in here, as they're quite deep inside their own half. And the referee not happy with the ball. So different ball taken. Wells with the throw inside towards Nisbet, and Wells hits it straight at Moyo. It's flicked on by Sam Togwell towards Lynch. Slough playing some good football triangles here. Oh, Clifford just takes it past, goes down, looking for a free kick, not given. Coloxy has the ball, and he finds Sol. Sol's ball inside there, and Chapman wins it. There, poor ball by Sholton played forwards, but Camjo blocks the ball forwards, and then it's Sam Togwell with a sliding tackle, plays it off him, and out of play for a throw to St Albans. A couple of about 10 yards inside the Slough half. Wyatt will be the player that takes the throw for the home side. And Camjo just making the run forwards. Camjo with the 2 goals in that earlier meeting between the two sides. Still Wyatt with this ball. He hasn't taken this throw in yet. And he goes down the line. It's headed away by Jackman. Little cushion headed by Clifford finds Lee Togwell. Togwell just fouled there by Camjo. And a free kick to the Rebels. And the ball played forward here, looking for the run of Lynch. It's, Lynch puts it a little bit behind Manny Williams. And Clark can bring the ball out towards Sol. Sol inside the centre circle, turns and plays it over the top here for Moyo. Moyo's going to be offside as soon as he touches the ball. And it'll be a free kick to the Rebels for an offside decision against Moyo. And they'll leave it for Jack Turner to come across to take. So now looking to put 4 up here as against the St Albans back 3, which is Clark, Knight and Bender. And the ball's played out on the far hand side, looking for Josh Chapman, but too far in front of him. And Wyatt sees it out for a St Albans throw halfway inside his own half. And it's Wyatt to take the throw. He's just taking his time with these throws here at the moment. And his throw looking for Moyos. It's headed off the top of the head of Sam Togwell, out for another throw to St Albans, gaining around 15 yards with that throw. And the referee's not happy where it's being taken, so he lets someone else take it. So Wyatt again to take this throw on the far hand side. So Wyatt again, he's just taking his time with these throw-ins. His throw comes in towards Coloxy. George Wells is there, gets a touch to it. The referee stops the play, and it's a free kick to the Rebels for a high foot there by Coloxy on George Wells. And it's a free kick just on the halfway line for Slough. Like I say, feel free to get in contact with us here on the chat room. Ball's here with Clifford, outside here towards Lynch. Lynch puts his foot on, under pressure, has to go back here towards Nisbet. Nisbet has the ball halfway inside his own half. In forwards here towards Lynch. Lynch finding Wells on the left-hand side. Wells chips the ball forwards to Lynch. Gets a ball through to Lynch in the end, and Lynch trying to turn inside here towards Wells. Wells skips past a couple of challenges, still running with the ball down the left-hand side. Cuts inside past Calixi. Challenge comes in there from Sholton, and out of play for a throw to the Rebels. And Wells takes it quick towards Clifford. Clifford just plays it back towards Wells. Wells being chased down by Moyo. His cross comes in, it's blocked by Sholton, and Sholton tries to get it clear. Great defending up front there by Armati, who blocks the ball and out for a throw to St Albans City. And it's going to be Coloxy to take the throw. And his throw aimed towards Moyo, headed away though by Lynch towards Clifford. Clifford's touch doesn't come off a St Albans player. Merson puts the throw in towards Sol. Sol holding the ball up here, under pressure, finding Bender, the captain for St Albans. Spreads it out on the far hand side towards Wyatt. Wyatt playing a bit deeper, almost like a wide left winger here. Ball to Bender. Bender goes all the way back towards Snedker. Manny Williams will chase it down, but Snedker gets a really good clearance to that ball. And Jackman has time though to control it in the right back position. Under pressure from Merson, plays it forwards here, looking for the run of Clifford. Clifford up against Bender. It's a foul by Clifford. And a free kick to St Albans on the edge of their 18-yard box. A little pullback there by the Slough midfielder on the left centre-back. And Snedker will take the free kick on the edge of his 18-yard line. Plays the ball forwards, aimed towards Moyo. Moyo does well to flick the ball on, but no one from St Albans going board, and Jackman clears. Not the best of clearances by him. It's headed away by Wyatt. Merson flicks the header on, and it comes here towards Hollis. Hollis has cleared it only as far as Wyatt. Wyatt plays it in towards Sol. Sol's offside, and a free kick to the Rebels. And the game's just fallen into a little bit of a poor run at the moment, with neither side getting a decent fist on the ball. Long ball play forwards, looking for Lynch. Headed away though by Coloxy. Here, played forwards, looking for Merson. Headed away though by Hollis. Sol's there first though for St Albans City. Now down the left-hand side, up against Jackman. Jackman holding him up, but Wyatt's there to help out. And Wyatt has the ball back in towards Sol. Sol trying to turn and play it in towards Camjo. Lovely little 1-2 there. Sol keeps it in down that far left-hand side, tricking and turning Jackman. Good play there by Sol. Crosses the ball in, and it's taken by Jack Turner, though, down on his 6-yard box. And Coloxy, the right wing-back or right midfielder, whichever you like to call him today, is the player closest to the ball. And Jack Turner has the ball. Just drops it on the edge of his 18-yard line. Plays it here towards Nisbet. Nisbet has time, finding Clifford. Clifford back though towards Nisbet, as Clifford's closed down by Sholton, recently signed from Hemel Hempstead. Ball in here towards Armati. Armati pushed off the ball, but Armati wins it back for Slough and gives the ball here towards Clifford. Slough with numbers going forwards here. Clifford's one of them, running with the ball. He's got Lynch on his far hand side. Lynch comes into the edge of the box, takes a shot. It's blocked by Wyatt. Ball still in play though, and Lynch has it back here towards Josh Jackman. Jackman's got a chance to cross, but finds Clifford. Clifford has the ball stuck in his feet, tries to go round the outside, still running, and plays it out for a corner to the Rebels. First corner of the game. And it'll be Lynch that goes across to take the corner for Slough. Be an out-swinging corner. And that means that Nisbet and Hollis, the centre-backs for the Rebels, will go forwards for this corner. And every player inside the St Albans City half, apart from Jack Turner. As Lynch takes this ball in, it's bouncing around inside the box, comes out here towards Nisbet. His shot isn't the best, and it's hooked clear by Moyo, trying to find Sol. And Wells takes it down and plays it back towards Turner. Turner has plenty of time to play it back towards George Wells, with Sol the only player chasing it down for St Albans, and Wells can bring the ball forward 30 odd yards unattended. Plays it out on the far hand side, lovely ball into the path for Lynch. Lynch slips, plays it back inside here towards Clifford. Clifford has the ball, finds Lynch. Lynch looking to cross the ball in, hits Wyatt and out for another corner to Slough. And again, Lynch is the player over there to take it. And again, an out-swinging corner here for the Rebels. And again, every single player, apart from Turner, inside the St Albans half. So Lynch just on the far-hand side, looking to float this one in. Goes in towards the middle. Sam Togwell with a header, and it's flicked over the top there. Great save by Snedker, who it was central to him, but he got fingertips to it, put it out for another corner to Slough. And Sam Togwell with another effort in this game. Slough look to take the corner short. There's a problem. I don't get how I don't get what he's given here. The linesman's got his flag up. I don't think the whole of the ball was inside the quadrant, and therefore Slough are going to have to take the corner again. Yep, that is the decision by the referee, or the linesman, whichever one was that made it. So here it is, Lynch with this ball, played in short, in back, so into the box for Millions, blocks on the line, Marty tries to get there, it's blocked on the line by Kendrick, and it's Sam Togwell with a header in. I told you he doesn't score goals at home. What would I know? Sam Togwell with the goal. So Sam Togwell with his first home goal for the Rebels. We're not 100% sure of the time because I have mucked the thing up, but it's on 21 minutes as far as I'm concerned. Sam Togwell gives Slough the lead. And the ball was blocked on the line really well by Camjo. The ball just bounced up in the air as it was tried to be cleared by St Albans City. Sam Togwell just barged through everyone and headed it into the top of the net. Snedker got a hand to it but couldn't keep it out. Slough lead 1-0. Good afternoon to Kathleen Porter, who says, I'm warm to say it's lovely. I've only got a t-shirt on. We've also got pants and trousers, of course, as well. Don't get too excited. And I don't know what minute it is. I've got to hide. I think I've got to hide the minute of the goal, but I don't know what time it is. I've just got the thing. I've been screwing this up all day. So it's St Albans with the kick-off here. Back here towards Clark. Clark across here towards Bender. Bender under pressure from Marty. Clears down the line. Looking for Moyo. Sam Togwell's there first to the ball. Finds Lee Togwell. Oh, Togwell just cuts inside really well and plays the ball into a bit of open space here for George Wells down this near-hand side. Wells bringing it through, travels 30-40 yards, gets his cross into the box, skips around, comes through to Clifford, who hits it first time, but it's easily saved by Snedker. It was right at him, a lot of power as he hit it into the ground. And it's here with Clark down the field. Nisbet heads it inside towards Sam Togwell. Togwell plays it back towards goalkeeper Turner. And Turner just chips it out here towards George Wells. Wells' little cushion header back here towards Nisbet. The front three of St Albans City are on the back of the Slough defence. And Slough happy to just play it through here as Sam Togwell sits more as a centre-back, with Hollis sitting more right-back, and then Jas Chapman in a much more advanced position. And Chapman gets the ball in that position, plays it back here towards Sam Togwell. And then inside towards Chapman. Chapman again trying to turn back in towards Sam Togwell. So we'll try and spread it here with Clifford. Clifford now got a bit of space. Inside towards Williams. Williams turns and cuts inside. Gets tackled though by Clark, but Williams wins it back and finds Lee Togwell hiding Lynch. Lynch has got Chapman on the right hand side and finds Chapman on the edge of the 18-yard box. Chapman cuts inside, still chips the ball in, and he's just floated the ball in. It's above the head of Lee Togwell and a Marty, and out of play for a goal kick to St Albans. So Slough lead through that Sam Togwell goal. His fourth goal of the season, I think, or third goal, I can't remember. But goal kick here by Snedker. Headed away though by Mark Nisbet, only as far as Clark. Clark's ball comes as far as Clifford. Clifford finds Lynch on the left hand side, back inside towards Clifford. Clifford's smart ball finding Wells. Wells trying to turn it back here towards Clifford. Inside towards Wells, he's continued his run. Spreads it on the far hand side towards Jackman. Jackman with a bit of space in front of him. Runs with the ball 30 yards. He's being chased by Moyo, but Jackman still goes down that far right hand side. And Moyo comes across. Jackman's still there. He's right by the corner flag now. Jackman's run 50 yards with that ball. And trying to get a corner there. Ball bounces around and Jackman tries to win it, and it's a foul by Josh Jackman. And a free kick to St Albans. Deep inside their own half by the corner flag. So don't forget, we've got our half-time quiz this afternoon, and today it is St Albans based, as they are our opposition. There's a free kick here that Snedker will take deep by his own corner flag. Takes a long kick down the field, aimed towards Merson. Missed by all two Slough players. There's a foul there, and I think maybe the referee could have played on there, but it looks as though St Albans had a bit of a chance, but the referee has pulled it back for a free kick. And it's a free kick that Sholton will take 10 yards inside the Slough half. And this does allow Clark and Coloxy to go forwards for this. They play it down the side here towards Sol. Sol on the edge of the 18-yard box, cuts inside really well. So evades a challenge, takes a shot. It's blocked by his own play. Comes out though towards Camjo, who crosses it back in, and Turner looks to be under pressure, and then Slough looking for a free kick, but the ball has gone over the top of the bar there, and Jack Turner not happy with the referee's decision. He thought he was fouled by Coloxy, who jumped up with him in the box, but in the end it was Coloxy that put the ball over the top of the bar. And it's out for a goal kick for the Rebels anyway. So there you go. We're going to it's a goal kick here that Turner will take. Hollis just doing his boots up, which is why there's a little delay in the game. But Turner with this goal kick here for Slough. Long here as the sun just starts to real come out here. Bender with the header away. Merson does well to flick it on. Moyo's offside, and he was offside from the header from Merson, and it's a free kick to Slough. 10 yards inside their own half, and Slough take it quick, finding Jackman in the sunshine. Here is a bit of shadow from the main stand on the pitch here. Ball's here with Manny Williams. He can turn. He has plenty of time on the ball, and then chips it forwards for the run of Clifford. Camjo comes across. It comes off Camjo's head, and that'll be a throw to the Rebels down that far hand side, 3 or 4 yards away from the corner flag. And it's going to be Guy Hollis, who trots down to the corner flag to take this long throw into the box for this now beautiful sunshine here at Arbour Park. Long throw into the box. It's flicked on. Comes through to Marty. Pokes it in. It's blocked. Williams can't get there. Sam Togwell finds it. The ball outside here towards Lee Togwell, who's pushed back. Ball out here towards Lynch. 25 yards away from goal. Crosses it back in. And comes through to Hollis. Hollis holds it up on the 6-yard line towards Nisbet, who volleys it over the top of the bar. But Slough could have had a second goal there, but they just couldn't get it on target. And again, some resolute defending from St Albans City in their 6-yard box is blocking the ball, and some good defending there by St Albans. It means it remains just Slough 1, St Albans 0. We're into roughly the 27th minute of this first half. As again, Snedker with this long kick down the field, aimed towards Merson. Merson jumps high and flicks it on towards Moyo. Moyo tries to release Sol, but it's intercepted by George Wells. His ball over the top here for Williams to chase. Williams up against Wyatt, the right wing back. And Manny Williams getting his shirt pulled there. He's gone out for a corner. Okay, well, I thought it had gone out for a corner, but the linesman says it's gone out for a throw. So, who knows? It's a goal kick too. It's a goal kick? I don't know. I thought it had gone out for a corner. It's obviously come off the Slough player last, but goal kick here to St Albans City. And Snedker again, this time goes it to the far hand side, looking for Merson. Headed away though by Hollis. White with the little flick on. Flicked on by Shorten. Hollis again with the header away. Clifford jumps up and gets a lucky ricochet. Chips the ball out here towards Lench on the left-hand side. Lench trying to bring the ball forward. It's going to cut back inside and plays the ball out here towards Togwell. He's paired Lee Togwell on the right-hand side. He's got Jackman in front of him. Finds Manny Williams. Williams ball in towards Jackman. Jackman heads it on and chases it on, but Slicker just comes to the edge of his 6-yard box and grabs the ball before Jackman can get there. But Slough advancing down that right-hand side. And the ball's rolled out here towards Bender. Plays the ball forwards looking for Merson. It's been left by everyone and it'll roll all the way through to Jack Turner in the Slough goal. And Turner rolls it out here now towards George Wells. Wells coming down the left-hand side for Armati to chase. Armati here up against Knight. Armati holds the ball up really well. Turns really well. Gets to the byline. Gets his ball across. It's blocked there by Michael Clark and out for a corner to Slough. Their 4th of the game. And Lench will be the player that takes this. This one will be an in-swinging corner here for Slough. And Lench with the in-swinging corner here for the Rebels. The referee just making sure the ball's on the part of the quadrant. Bit of movement inside the box here. It goes to the far post where it's going to head it across towards Clifford, who hits it. Goal was took away there though by Coloxy, and Sol jumps up with Jackman. It comes out here towards Merson. Merson plays it forwards, but Turner's off his box quick and takes almost a shot there by Jack Turner, but into the hands of Snedker, the goalkeeper. And Williams just stands in front of him as Snedker loops this ball down the field. Merson jumps up with Nisbet. Both of them miss it, so Sam Togwell heads it back towards Jack Turner in the Slough goal. And it's a long kick forwards here by Turner, looking for Amati. Headed up in the air by Bender. Lee Togwell wins the next header. Amati beaten to the ball by Bender again. It's come to Sholton inside here, and Lench sneaks on the far hand side and wins it, and then gets. That is atrocious by the referee. Lench wins the ball clearly down the far hand side and gets it in, and the referee says it's a high foot, and never a high foot in a million years. But there you go, and it's. A free kick here for St Albans City. And it's to be taken by Shorten. Shorten with the ball forwards here, looking for Clark as a foul on Mark Nisbet. A free kick to Slough. Let's see if we can find you some scores. It's Bath 0, Woking 1, Concord 1, Western Supermare 0, Dulwich Hamlet 0, Billericay 2, Hampton and Richmond 0, Hungerford on the Great Escape 1, Hemel Hempstead 1, Eastbourne Borough 0. They're going down rapidly, and Torquay are leading at Wealdstone 1-0. Those are all the goals so far in the National League South for you. And the ball comes out here now towards Jackman in the glorious sunshine, finding Lee Togwell. And Togwell under pressure loses the ball though to Camjo, who does well. Ball inside towards Shorten. Shorten trying to find Sol. Sol gets a ball in. Moyo's onside. He's got 1-on-1 against the goalkeeper. Still running with it. Oh, Turner with the save with his feet. Merson trying to get to the ball next, and then a penalty there. That's got to be a penalty, surely. Can you just move it? Sorry, can you? Sorry. And I thought that's a penalty. I thought that was in the box by a mile. Or the cameraman, FC Video, doing the highlights, says it might just be outside. Great save in the end, though, firstly by Jack Turner. And Wells is going to get the first card of the game for that foul on Merson. So, yeah, I'm not being funny, but I thought that was inside the box personally. But the referee says it's a free kick straight on the edge of the 18-yard line. And Slough have a 5-man wall here at the moment. And it's literally around about 6 yards away from the edge of the box. Bender is the player over it. And Slough 5-man wall. Looks like it's going to be no, still 5-man wall. Sol's come down the near hand side. So Slough with some defending to do from this free kick. It's the captain Tom Bender standing over it here for St Albans City. It's a left-footed He tries to go straight, hits it straight at Jack Turner, who saves it well, and then the ball goes out of play for a goal kick. But Turner with a really good save there, but Bender's free kick going straight into that top corner. He saw it late and just managed to push it wide. Ben, you got to do the washing up, Ben, is that what it was?
Yeah, I've got to do the washing up.
Ben's got to do the washing up. It's a goal kick here for Bender took it. And it's Jack Turner with the goal kick here for the Rebels. Still 1-0 here for Slough, with 12 minutes of the first half remaining. Aim towards Marty, and Marty beaten to the ball by Wyatt, but Marty tries to get a second touch, so it gets caught there. The referee says play on, and Hollis has the ball inside his own half and hooks the ball down the field, only as far as Camjo. Camjo's touch is a bit heavy. Sam Togwell wins the ball for Slough. It's here with Clifford, who's trying to turn past Camjo. Camjo sticking with him. It's blocked by St Albans City. And it's here now with Shorten. Shorten under pressure from Clifford. Goes all the way back here towards Knight. Lewis Knight with the ball. Under pressure from Clifford. Manages to get the ball down. It's chested away though by George Wells. Inside here towards Lench. Back here towards Nisbet. Nisbet under pressure will let the ball run through to Turner. And Turner just hammers it into the glorious blue sky here down the field. Armati tries to get there. Lee Togwell. Armati is offside. So free kick to the away side. And looking for Moyo. Moyo does well to flick the header on. Heavy touch by Nisbet, but he gets a second bite of the cherry, and it's here with Matt Lench, and Lench plays it off Coloxy for a throw to the Rebels. And someone's shouting something somewhere. I can't hear what it is. Someone's having a shout at somebody. It's a throw here to Slough. George Wells will take it right in front of the home dugout. Down the line, headed on though by Colox. It will come through to Moyo. Moyo tries to cushion his header. Sam Togwell gets there, gets caught there. It's a free kick to Slough. And the ice cream van here at Arbour Park is doing a roaring trade. Just seen two people come through with an ice cream. What a shame that we've got to do the commentary. I think we should just stop and all of us have an ice cream. Yeah? Yeah. That's what we do. You don't care about the football anyway. So it's a free kick here for Slough, taken by George Wells. It goes back towards Turner. Turner looking for Lench down this left-hand side. Lench does well to flick the ball on. It comes through to Clifford. Clifford chests it down. But St Albans win the ball back only as far as Nisbet, who knees the ball forwards to Marty. Marty slips over. Bender tries to get it, but Marty flicks the ball on. Wyatt wanted the goalkeeper to come out. He didn't, and Wyatt has to hook the ball out of play for a throw to the Rebels. So it's a quick throw in from Josh Jackman towards Lee Togwell. Oh, Jackman's touch is heavy and Camjo steals it off him. Ball's here with Liam Soul. Soul running towards the fine down the left hand side with Coloxy on the overlap. Wells comes across for Slough. It's actually Michael Clark down this near hand side. Inside here towards Soul. Soul hits it straight at Lee Togwell, but Camjo gets his body in the way and shields the ball back out here towards Clark. Clark down his right back position. Lench with the challenge. And out of play for a throw to St Albans City. And the St Albans fans finally finding their voice here this afternoon. And it will be Merson who's going to take the throw for St Albans. So it looks like a long throw into the box here for St Albans. It's bouncing around. Lench, it hits him, and then it's volleyed clear, smashed clear by Lee Togwell. George Wells, who volleys that, absolutely hammers it out of the ground here. And it'll be a throw here to St Albans City, which Michael Clark will take. The referee just telling Clark to go no further forwards with the ball. He isn't even going to take the throw at this rate. Gains 5 yards with the throw. It's over the head of George Wells. Hooked away though by Nisbet, but it will come out here towards Wyatt. Wyatt just inside his own half. Tries to run through the goal. Lee Togwell comes across to try and slow him down, but Wyatt still has the ball inside here towards Soul. Soul trying to keep the ball and trying to find a bit of space here, but he finds Shorten. Shorten's ball in towards Camjo. Camjo tries the ball out here towards Clark, who's popping up to the right of the three centre-backs. Being chased down by Williams. Ball crossed in. Headed away by their thing, and there's a foul by Wyatt on Lee Togwell and a free kick to Slough inside their own penalty area. As Lee Togwell stooped to header the ball away, Wyatt just caught him. And the referee will have a quiet word with Ben Wyatt. And I think that's what Slough were saying. I think it's Sol that he's having a word with. I think Sol just said something that upset the referee. So Sol being spoken to there by today's match official. Cheers, Bill. Oh, I've got a cake as well. Oh, look at that. Bill's treating us. I'm not going to mention you now. And ball played out here. It's headed away, though, by Coloxy. Not the best of touches, but he gets it towards Merson. And it's George Wells. Oh, lovely bit of skills go past Merson. Wells down the left-hand side. Inside here towards Clifford. Clifford back in towards Wells down the left-hand side. Crosses first time. It's almost a shot. And it's over the top of the crossbar. We'll call that an effort off target. I think it was a cross, but just over the top of the goalkeeper here. We've been treated here today. We've got a cup of tea, a Bakewell tart, and a chocolate digestive. So I don't know if Mr. Gary Thomas is listening in, who normally comes and provides me with just a plain cup of tea. You have a lot to learn, sir. Merson flicks the ball on towards Moyo, but it's hooked clear by Slough via Jackman. Poor touch there by Knight, but White keeps the ball in on the far hand side, hits it straight at Clifford, who blocks the ball. And now to play for a throw to St Albans City. 6 minutes of the first half left to go. And it's a throw on the far hand side that Bender will take. He goes towards Lewis Knight. He's being urged to be chased down by Armati. Ball inside here to Coloxy. He's appearing now more of a midfielder in towards Sol. Sol's touch is heavy. And it gets it towards Shelton. Shelton muscled off the ball, though, by Sam Togwell. Inside here towards Clifford, but Clifford just couldn't control it. And Sword Normans had the ball with Camjo, finding Wyatt down the left-hand side. Wyatt just chased down by Lee Togwell. Back here with Camjo. Camjo finding the ball inside towards Shulton. Shulton, heavy touch, but manages to get the ball out here towards Knight. Knight goes long on the far-hand side towards Moyo, but over the top of his head and out for a goal kick. So this is going to make great radio as I have some biscuit. Not the best idea to eat a biscuit while I'm there. Ball's here with George Wells. Wells just overruns it a little bit and gets tackled by Coloxy. Ball played into him by Sol. Inside towards Merson. Merson's way offside. And that'll be a free kick to the Rebels. You would think after 5 years that I would know not to eat while commentating at the same time. But there you go. That's mostly why no one else brings me biscuits. So free kick here for Slough, which Turner will take. Turner being told by the linesman he can take it a few yards further. Turner wants to take it where it is. And aims it long on the far hand side, looking for Manny Williams. So it flicks on well by Manny Williams. Ball comes out here, though, towards Lee Togwell. Inside here, trying to find Armati, but it's intercepted by Clark. And Clark gets a 1-2 off Sol. Clark with the ball back here. Armati tries to put him under pressure, but it's here with Knight. Knight trying to bring the ball forwards here. Just runs into Lee Togwell, but Knight still goes forwards and then runs into Sam Togwell. Doesn't beat him. Ball's here with Clifford, trying to chip it forwards too far for Armati to chase, and Snedker out of his goal quick. Grabs it on the edge of his 18-yard box and then tries to release Coloxy. Poor touch by Nisbet. There's an offside against Sol. So the number 5 Lewis Knight of St Albans City being told by his manager to pass the ball. So I think he's not impressed with him going long. But it's Turner again with this free kick. Again going to the far hand side, looking for Williams. Williams just gets barged by Wyatt. Williams tries to keep the ball in and does so on the far hand side. Just runs into looking for a free kick. Not given. The ball's here with Camjo. Inside towards Wyatt. Wyatt running with the ball. Clifford trying to follow him. Ball played in here towards the right of the centre-backs in Clark. Clark coming to bring the ball forward. Plays it inside here towards Merson. Lynch and Clark clash off-field. No punches, just ran into each other. Ball played forwards, though, by Slough. The header comes out towards Clark, inside towards Merson. Merson's first time touch, and Lynch is there to win the ball. Goes out of play for a St Albans City throw. And Clark will take it inside towards Kalixi. Kalixi skips past a couple of challenges, does well, but his ball forwards is poor, and Jackman hooks it clear, and Armati was on his heels and couldn't go forward. Should have been on his toes looking for that ball. Ball's here now with Bender, 10 yards inside his own half. Goes long here looking for Merson. Merson wins a header down towards Moyo, shoots, and it's an equaliser for St Albans City. It's a cracking goal by Moyo. And his goal on 40 minutes, he fires it in from just inside the 18-yard box. It's a cracking finish by the St Albans City player. But yet again, it's a flick on by Merson. And Merson's not the tallest of players, but he rises high. And just before half-time, Slough concede an equaliser here to Moyo, who scored earlier on. There's a minute of added time. And there'll be a minute of added time to play. And what a time for the Rebels to concede. Totally the wrong time on the stroke of half-time. And I'm sure the management team of Slough won't be too happy with that. Again, it was a ball forwards that Slough didn't deal with. Lynch is being put under pressure here. Also with George Wells. Back here towards Lynch. Lynch comes down the left-hand side. Skips past the challenge. Moyo barges him off the field. It's a free kick to Slough. St Albans manager not happy with that, but Moyo clearly played the man rather than the ball there, and a free kick to the Rebels. And it's a free kick for Slough, roughly 35 yards inside the St Albans City half. It's Lynch and Wells standing over this. And it's Wells, Lynch that takes it. Ball played into the box. It comes out to the edge of the box here towards Lee Togwell. Takes a shot from distance. It's a good shot just over the top of the bar, though, by Lee Tugwell. And a goal kick, though, to St Albans City. And Slough will be disappointed with conceding just before half-time there. And the manner of the goal, another ball played forward, flicked on by Merson, who did really well to head it into the path of Moyo. Great finish by the striker, and that is the half-time whistle here at Arbour Park. And it's 1-1 here between the two sides. Slough taking the lead through Sam Togwell's first home goal of the season, but an equaliser by St Albans City. And just on the stroke of half-time by Moyo, and it makes it 1-1 here at Arbour Park. So there you go. So that means it's time for the half-time quiz, doesn't it? I forgot that. We've got a half-time quiz. You keep forgetting this here. So in honour of our visitors here this afternoon, your half-time quiz of these 4 questions. What is St Albans' Roman name? So what was St Albans known as during the Roman times? The gatehouse in St Albans is pictured as the main gate in which comedy? So the gatehouse in St Albans is pictured as the main gate in which comedy? And which Easter tradition originates from St Albans? So that's which Easter tradition originates from St Albans. And your question for what season did St Albans reach the FA Trophy semi-finals? So there you go. That's your ones. That last one. What season did St Albans reach the FA Trophy semi-finals? We'll try and give you the scores because our Tannoy man has decided that that's what I've got to do for him. So it's Bath 0, Woking 1, Chelmsford City 0, Oxford City 0, Concord Rangers 2, Weston-super-Mare 0. It's Dartford 0, Truro 1, Truro under new management again. Dulwich Hamlet 0, Billericay 2. It's East Thurrock 0, Chippenham Town 0. Gloucester City 0, Welling 0. It's Hampton and Richmond Borough 0, Hungerford 1. That's the next game for the Rebels. It's Hemel Hempstead 1, Eastbourne Borough 1. And the last one is Torquay United 2, Wealdstone 1. Those are your half-time scores in the National League South for you. So just a reminder, if you weren't on earlier, up-and-coming games for the Rebels. Next Saturday, Slough will be away to Hungerford Town. We'll be there, as usual, on air from 10 to 3. Then the following Saturday, that's Saturday the 13th, Slough will be at home to Welling United. That's here at Arbour Park. And don't forget, on the Friday the 12th of April, Slough Town's first comedy night here at Arbour Park. It's on Friday the 12th of April. It'll doors open at 7. The event will start at 8. And we have 3 comedians lined up for you, with the main headline act being Bob Mills. So there you go. We're just going to have a quick biscuit, dink my biscuit in my tea while it's half time, while you get those answers. So while we wait for half time to go through, let's try and find you some scores from other leagues as well at the moment at half time. Just bear with me for a second. So we'll try and find you some scores from all the other leagues for you as well. We won't give you the Premier League scores because we know you like to watch match of the day. So there you go. Let's go through to the Sky Bet Championship then. So these are half-time scores, unless I tell you otherwise. It's Aston Villa 1, Blackburn 0, Derby County 3, Rotherham United 0, Ipswich 0, Hull City 1, Leeds 1, Millwall 1, Middlesbrough Norwich is the half-5 kickoff. It's Forest 0, Swansea City 0, QPR 0, Bolton Wanderers 1, Reading 2, Preston North End 0. Sheffield United 1, Bristol City 1. Our Tannoy announcer getting everything wrong here. People are becoming a month earlier than the event. Stoke City 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Wigan 0, Brentford 0. Those are your Sky Bet champions. Into League 1, it's Accrington Stanley 0, Fleetwood Town 0, Barnsley 1, Coventry 1, it's Blackpool 0, Plymouth 1, Bristol Rovers 1, Luton 2. It wasn't that long ago that Luton was stuck in the non-league with points deductions and everything. Charlton 1, Bradford City 0, Doncaster 3, Walsall 1, it's Gillingham 1, Rochdale 1, Oxford United 1, Wycombe Wanderers 1, Scunthorpe 0, AFC Wimbledon 2, and Southend 0, Shrewsbury Town 0. Into League 2 for you. It's Bury 1, Swindon 1, Cambridge United 0, Colchester United 0, Crewe 1, Cheltenham 1, Exeter 1, Mansfield 2, Forest Green Rovers 0, Milton Keynes 1, Lincoln City 1, Macclesfield 1, Morecambe 0, Crawley 0, Northampton Town 1, Port Vale 1, Oldham 1, Grimsby 0, Stevenage 0, Notts County 3, Tranmere 1, Carlisle 0, Yeovil 0, Newport County 0. Let's go into the National League. An earlier game this afternoon, it was on BT Sport. Aldershot 0, AFC Fylde 0. Not what Aldershot wanted, as they're 10 points below the current relegation position, so they would have wanted a better result than that. But the other ones are Barnet 0, Leyton Orient 0, Barrow 0, Boreham Wood 2, Braintree 1, Gateshead 0, Chesterfield 0, Dagenham and Redbridge 0, Eastleigh 2, Hartlepool 1, Ebbsfleet 3, Wrexham 0, FC Halifax 0, Maidenhead 0, Harrogate Town 1, Maidstone 1, Salford City 0, Bromley 0, Solihull Moors 1, Dover 2, and Sutton 1, Havant and Waterlooville 1. So those are those scores. I'm just going to check to see. I couldn't see Peterborough on the thing. There's some of the teams are missing, aren't they? Because tomorrow is Portsmouth versus Sunderland in the Checkered Trade Trophy or Johnson Paint Show, something trophy. Yeah. All right, Sal. I'm going to be. Let's go into National League North for you then. So it's AFC Telford 1, Blythe 0, Altrincham 2, Kidderminster Harriers 1, Boston United 3, Curzon Ashton 1. These two are Dill nils, Bradford Park Avenue, Alfreton, Chester and Chorley 0-0. FC United Manchester 0, Nuneaton Borough 2, Guiseley 0, York City 1, Leamington and Ashton United 0-0, Southport and Brackley 0-0. Spennymoor Town 0, Hereford 2, and Stockport County 1, Darlington 0. So there you go. That's everything so far in those leagues for you. And the current scores in the National League South means that at the moment Torquay will still stay top of the table, 2 points in front of Woking with a game in hand. That game in hand being played this coming Tuesday, where they're at home to Chelmsford. And Chelmsford currently 4th in the table. St Albans City just outside the playoff positions at the moment in 10th place on 55 points. Slough just 3 points behind them at the moment on 52. And Startford filled that last playoff position at the moment on 60 points. So St Albans will need to get a better result here if they want to squeeze into that playoff positions. So there you go. You're not doing. You're just doing your match report early. Oh, look at that. So the Slough fans have already made their way round to the other half of the pitch, getting ready. Like I say, please get in contact with us if you want to. We're on Twitter at MyFC Rebels Radio or via the YouTube appy thing. Look, just going to have a quick 2 seconds while we eat our cherry bakewell that's kindly been brought to us. Got to do these things.
There's the comedy tickets on sale today with a comedy night here with Mr. Mills,
So still waiting for the two sides to come out for the start of this second half. Still a lovely sunny day here at Arbour Park. And the Slough players are just starting to come out here. And so we're just waiting for a few more players to come out to get this second half started. And just a reminder that Slough's last game of the season is away to Truro. If you do want to come down to that one, I know quite a few people are staying away for the weekend, making a weekend of it. But there should be a coach going there as well. And we may have this season a presentation night where we actually do a proper presentation night for you. So keep your eyes on that. We are just waiting on confirmation of something before that is confirmed. So that's something that you can look forward to. Will be a presentation evening, most probably held here at Arbour Park, where we'll give some decisions away to people. But there you go. So we'll see how that goes. So just Slough players are already out for the start of the second half. It's just the St Albans City team that we're waiting for here at the moment. And they slowly start to come out. So we'll keep an eye out just to see if there's any substitutions for either side at the moment. I'm just going to count how many there are. They're all doing the run-up, so I can't really see how many there are. They keep moving. Oh dear! Stand still, lads. Stand still. I can't see. Let's have a count of St Albans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so no changes to either side. So they will be then for this second half. For St Albans, 1 Snedeker, 2 Coloxy, 3 is the captain Bender, 4 Shulton, 5 Knight, 6 Clark, 7 Wyatt, 8 Camjo, apologies, 9 Merson, 10 is the goal scorer Moyo, and 11 is Sol. For the Rebels, it's Turner 1, Jackman 2, Wells 3, Hollis 4, Nisbet 5, Lee Togwell 6, Sam Togwell 7, Lynch 8, Williams 9, 10 Armarty, 11 is Billy Clifford. It's Slough will be shooting from left to right for the second half. It will be St Albans that will kick us off, and we're just waiting for St Albans to get ready to do that. And we'll give you all of the action from the second half, hopefully. And I think St Albans have forgotten that they've got to kick off. And it's Camjo who's going to be the player that stands over there. And it's just waiting for St Albans to get this game underway. Referee just making sure that both goalkeepers are fine. And here we go. Is he going to play it? Is he going to start it? He is. There you go. And the ball played forwards here. Headed away, though, by George Wells. Only as far as Camjo. Camjo's header flicks off the heel of Lynch. It's flicked on again really well by Merson, but no one chasing that one. That'll go straight out of play for a goal kick to the Rebels. So Turner runs across to grab the ball to take this goal kick. And some of the Slough fans who just been in the outside bar, just making their way round to behind the goal. As Turner takes this kick, aimed here towards Lynch. Lynch has got plenty of space to flick it on. Headed away, though, by Clark. It's Lee Togwell's header that flicks on. Camjo comes across and wins the ball. And plays it out into the right centre-back, Clark, whose ball forward is headed away by Hollis. It will come through back here towards Camjo. And he plays it back here towards Bender. Bender immediately under pressure from Lynch. Ben gets the ball down the field. It's headed on by Sol. Sol's offside. And that is the highest I think I've ever seen a football kicked. So offside again against St Albans City. Free kick to the Rebels. And Turner takes it quickly, trying to find Wells on the far hand side. It's a little cushion header there by Clark to the goalkeeper Snedker. Just had to put the burners on to keep that in from going up for a corner. Then rolls it back out here towards Clark. Clark's ball forward. Headed away, though, by Hollis. Sam Togwell's first to the ball. Under pressure, though, by Calixi. And then Nisbet's tackle only comes through to Merson. Ball inside the box. And it's hooked clear. But what a clearance that is by Guy Hollis. He's kicked it at the back of Josh Jackman's head and gone out for a corner. First corner of the game to St Albans City. And Shulton will run across to take that one. And the ball was inside the box there from Merson. Moya got it caught, and Hollis, as he tried to hook it clear, hit it at Jackman and out for a corner. So Shulton will take this. It'll be an out-swinging corner here, their first corner of the game. And it's floated to the edge where it's gone over the top of her and comes through to Bender, who takes a shot from distance. And that is still rising. He'd be very good at bake-off he gets a good rise out of his shots there. So it's okay. None of you are listening anyway, so you don't realise how bad these jokes are. It's going to be a goal kick here to the Rebels. All right, good afternoon to David Randall, who's listening in. Like I say, if you come through to us, we'll give you a shout out this afternoon. As Turner again takes this long goal kick aimed up here towards Williams. Bender with the header away. Comes through to Sol, hits him on the arm. And that'll be a free kick to Slough. And George Wells instructing Slough to get further forwards here. And George Wells will take this free kick. It's roughly about 5 yards inside the St Albans City half. And he floats it in towards Nisbet. Comes off the head of Lewis Knight and out for a corner to Slough, their fifth of the game. And Lynch jogs across to take the corner. This will be I've forgotten what is he. He's in swinging corner here for the Rebels here. So Lynch to take this corner, flicks it into the box. It's cleared and to Manny Williams at the far post, plays it across, blocks here. It's a great clearance in the end by Knight. Comes off a Slough player. It's got a bit. It comes off a Slough player, and somehow Slough have got a throw. And decisions don't go against you all the time, as Slough found in midweek. But that one has definitely gone their way. That was never a throw to the Rebels. But Guy Hollis will have the chance to launch it back into the box here for Slough. Roughly 30 yards away from goal. Puts this long throw in. Nisbet tries to flick it on. Comes towards Lee Togwell, who heads it back in. Headed away though by Knight. Lee Togwell's header again, trying to find Josh Chapman. Chapman gets a touch here towards Hollis. Hollis plays it back towards Wells, who's on the centre circle. Crosses it out here towards Lynch, but he plays it too far short of him, and it's out of play for a throw to St Albans, which Ben Wyatt will come across to take. And, still 1-1 here at Arbour Park. No goals in the second half as of yet. Wyatt will he takes an absolute age with these throws for some strange reason. It's got a lot of distance on it, but Josh Chapman plays the ball forward. It will come through to Clifford. Lee Togwell headed on towards Manny Williams. Williams just beaten to the ball by Bender, but Sam Togwell's there to find George Wells. Wells just cuts inside and has the ball inside the centre circle. Plays it back out here towards Sam Togwell, and he finds Amati. Amati trying to turn there, looking for a free kick. Doesn't get it, but still gets hold of the ball though. And then turns him in the end and goes past Clark. And goes on a run from deep position. Keeps going. Tuts the burners on. Gets into the box. Still going past one. Cuts it across the goal. It's blocked there by Bender. Great defending by the captain. And hooked clear. But good play there by Armati. And Hollis is under pressure here to go back to his goalkeeper. Moyo chases it down. But Turner gets there and hammers that ball straight down the field. Clifford's offside. And so is Manny Williams. It's a free kick to St Albans City for offside against Williams. And it's now going to make a substitution here. It's going to be number 9, Manny Williams, coming off. Coming on is number 15, Warren Harris. So, ball still bouncing around. The Slough haven't made the substitution yet because no one was ready. So the ball's still going on. It's Manny Williams with the ball forwards. It's going to come through here towards Clifford. Clifford one-on-one just slips. It comes through towards Lynch. Lynch and Clifford tackle each other. And it's Camjo in the end with the clearance, finding Shulton. Shulton now towards Sol. Sol inside his own half, trying to cut through. Lee Togwell can't get there, but it's a foul by Lee Togwell. A free kick to St Albans. And now you'll see that substitution, which is Manny Williams off and Warren Harris on. So Manny Williams, who played all 90 minutes during the Berks and Bucks Cup semi-final defeat, manages 52 minutes here this afternoon. And that will mean that Slough will mostly go to a 4-3-3 formation. And Williams just getting a large round of applause as he exits the field. And looks like he's just hobbling a little bit there. So there's free kicks taken quickly by St Albans. Catches in the wind and comes through to Nisbet. Nisbet plays the ball forwards, looking for Warren Harris. Having his shirt pulled. Headed away though, comes out here towards Shulton. Shulton here towards Sol, who's peering on this near hand side. Can't keep the ball in. It's come off Jackman last, and a quick throw by Sol. Gets the ball in towards Moyer. Great cross in with the outside of his foot. Unfortunately, Merson couldn't get there, and Wells gets caught on the far hand side, and a free kick to Slough. And Slough just warming up some more substitutions here this afternoon. But it's a free kick to the Rebels inside their own penalty area. Good afternoon to Richard Weisler, who's listening in. As Turner will take this free kick from inside his own penalty area and aims the ball long towards Lynch. Lynch flicks the ball on really well, but no one gambles on it, and it goes all the way through to Snedker. Here. Apparently today's attendance is 744. Where did you get that from? Someone told you. Ball's here with Coloxy. Plays it inside here towards Camjo. Camjo finds Wyatt on this left-hand side. Wyatt just holding the ball up. Cuts inside. Plays it in towards Shulton. Shulton skips past one challenge. Takes a shot from distance. Hits his own player, Merson. Comes out and finds Coloxy. Out towards Sol, who's now appearing on the right-hand side. Tricks and galores from Sol, but he can't get forwards. Plays it back here towards Coloxy, who plays the ball in. And it's Josh Jackman with a really good defensive header for Slough. And then this time it is a penalty by Guy Hollis. Guy Hollis just waited for the ball to come down. Shulton ran across, and he gets fouled inside the box. It's a penalty here to St Albans City. Guy Hollis with the penalty given away, and he just waited for the ball to come down. Unfortunately for Slough, Shulton just ran onto it. He got caught by a high foot. It's Merson who's going to take it. Merson scored his last penalty. He's got 3 in his last 6 games, and scored his last penalty in a 1-0 win for St Albans City. So Sam Merson comes to take this penalty. Up here, great save by Turner, and then it's hit the goal. What a great save that is by Turner. And then Turner's been caught here, and Merson took the penalty. He's got his back towards goal and takes it, and it's saved well by Jack Turner, low down to his right. The rebound comes out to Camjo. Camjo hits the crossbar, and it's out for a goal kick to the Rebels, but Jack Turner proving... what have I done there? I don't know what I've just done. I've just turned that down then. Jack Turner with the penalty save. Keeps it at 1-1 here this afternoon. Don't forget, you will be able to see goal clips from FC Video tonight. Goal clips? Not even goal clips. Right, apparently FC Video keep getting told off, so you won't get anything until Monday morning. And you'll all have forgotten that because you'll get drunk tonight. So we'll all blame the National League. Turner with this long kick here, aimed towards Warren Harris. Bender hits it straight at Camjo. It's hooked clear by Shulton, who won the penalty. Hollis with the header away, comes towards Lee Togford. Bounds Josh Jackman. Jackman's ball down the field finds Clifford. Inside here for Clifford to turn. Trying to flick it over the top. Headed away by Wyatt. Inside here towards Sol, who takes it down and turns and puts it into the Sam Togwell, though. Sam Togwell beaten to the Coloxy to the ball, and George Wells gets a lucky ricochet from a challenge. Plays it on the outside here to Armati. Armati on the edge of the box, running with the ball at his feet. Still got it. Takes a shot from, but he's going backwards and puts it over the top of the bar. And it remains 1-1 here at Arbour Park. And a goal kick here to St Albans City. Snedker will take this. And Snedker all dressed in green here. This takes this long kick here, aimed towards Moyo. Moyo does really well to flick the ball on. Nisbet's going to be first to the ball for Slough, and flicks it with the outside of his foot into the path of Wells. Wells can bring the ball forwards down that left-hand side. He's being chased down by Moyo, and gets a touch off Moyo's foot for a throw to the Rebels. And Wells looks to take it himself in towards Armati. Armati trying to hold the ball up, finding a pass back out towards Wells. Down the field here for Warren Harris. Harris tries to get there, and it's won back though by Moyo in towards Clark, and it's hooked away though by Slough. And the ball has finally gone out of play for a throw to St Albans City on the far hand side. And the throw comes in on the far hand side from Clark. In towards Moyo, controls the ball with his feet. Back towards Clark, who lost the ball up in the air. Merson jumps early, but won by Nisbet, flicked on by Wells. Coloxy then heads it up in the air. Lynch and Coloxy go for it. Lynch wins it and then heads the ball on, looking for Warren Harris. He can't get there as Clark takes it down. Sam Togwell tries to get there. Clark plays it down the line. Wells plays it forwards. It hits Sam Togwell, goes out of play for a throw to St Albans. Very scrappy down there at the moment. Quick throw comes in towards Shorten. Plays it forwards. Wells with the header away. Only as far as Knight. Knight heads it back on. It's just a bit scrappy here. Oh, Merson gets away from Nisbet, but Hollis comes across with a challenge. It's out of play for a throw to St Albans over the 18-yard box of the Slough half. And it's going to be trying to see who it is that's taking the throw on the far hand side. Merson again with this long throw into the box here for St Albans. Bender's just been urged to go forwards for the visitors. And it's Merson with this long throw into the box, headed by Wells, but he hit Lewis Knight. Ball comes back out towards Merson, who crosses it in. Hollis this time heads it away. Lee Togwell get there first and hooks the ball out of play and out for a throw to St Albans City, right by the away dugout here, so 15 yards inside the half. Bender will take this throw, and the long throw comes in from him. Hollis and Knight going for the ball. It comes off Knight's head. He'll go out for a goal kick to Slough. So still 1-1 here with 14 minutes of the second half already gone. And 14 minutes where St Albans have been slightly the better of the two sides here. And it's Jack Turner to take this goal kick for the Rebels. And again, aimed long here towards Lynch. Lynch tries to get there, headed away though by Knight. Comes out here towards Coloxy. He gets tries to release Sol with the through ball. Jackman's there for Slough to get to it first. Turner's under pressure from two players. Hooks it out here towards Josh Jackman. Jackman's down by his own corner flag and plays it out of play for a throw to St Albans. That being another chance for a long throw to come in from Merson. So Slough under a bit of pressure here at the moment this second half. 60 minutes gone, still 1-1. Just waiting for a ball to come back in. And it's Merson that will take it roughly 10 yards away from the corner flag. Down this near hand side alongside the west stand. And Merson looking to put this long throw into the box here. He does put the long throw in. Lynch with the header away. Lee Togwell gets it. It comes through towards Clifford. Clifford mucks it up, but it's won back by Sam Togwell. He's tackled though, and the ball's here with Camjo. Camjo down the far right hand side, being followed by Sam Togwell. Ball inside, trying to find Knight. Inside here towards Sol. Sol under pressure has to go back towards White. White's the last player for St Albans, and good work by Warren Harris chasing it down, but it's here to the goalkeeper Snedker. Played forwards. George Wells with the header on, and that will go all the way back towards Snedker in the St Albans goal. And Snedker just drops the ball on the edge of his 18-yard line and plays it on the left-hand side looking for Moyo. Moyo wins the header only as far as Lee Togwell. He can play the ball forwards for Slough. Warren is having his shirt pulled, Liner, right in front of you, and he doesn't see it. Ball's here though with Matt Lynch down the near-hand side in towards Clifford. Clifford though just turns into trouble. And ball's back out here towards Lynch. Lynch plays it down the line for Lee Togwell. Strides in to get the ball, and Warren Harris tries to get there, but it's Bender in the end with the clearance up towards Merson. Merson just gets a bit of luck there, stands on the ball, and comes away with it, then finds Moyo. Moyo's miles offside, but the referee says play on, so he does exactly that, and then Turner switches it on the far hand side looking for Amati. That's a good ball in if he can control it. He's got the better of Clark on the far hand side, but he just gets the ball there and he's kept the ball in, but he's adjudged to have fouled, and it'll be a free kick to the away side down by their byline by their goal. And it's Snedker, the goalkeeper, that goes across to take this free kick. Long into the air, it's Moyo flicks it on again well, hooks away though by Hollis. Comes through to Wyatt, little cushion header forwards. Hollis heads it back on. Camjo then heads it out towards Sol. Sol takes a touch. It's won by Jackman, who gets a leg to it. Ball's played in, and Moyo finds Camjo. Down the line for Wyatt. Wyatt finds Sol. Sol tries to play it down, blocked by Josh Jackman again. And Sol will look to take this throw. Well, he knows he's going to leave it for Bender to take. And the St Albans City captain comes forwards to take this throw. Throws it in with some pace towards Coloxy. Under pressure, though, finds Camjo. Camjo outside here towards Sol. Sol trying to come down this left-hand side and get a cross in. Crosses with his right foot. It's smashed, volleyed clear by Lench. Only as far as White, who heads it back in. Nisbet, though, heads it back to his goalkeeper. Good defending by Slough's ever so versatile Mr. Reliable Mark Nisbet. Amati trying to chase down the far hand side. Amati gets to the ball in front of Clark. Skips past him. And the ball had gone out of play, though. And Amati is unlucky there. And I'm not sure whether he's given a throw-in or a free kick. I think it's a throw-in on the far hand side to St Albans. You're going to see a second substitution for the Rebels. Simon Dunn is the player to come on, and he comes on for Billy Clifford. So Simon Dunn comes on for Billy Clifford. So Slough trying to just change it up a little bit here. I think that will push Lenchin a bit further forwards. Simon Dunn enters the fray for the Rebels. Just a reminder that I've still got the quiz answers to give you. I have forgotten, don't worry, but I'll try and remember. And I think I keep forgetting every week. Just to say, George Wales played his 100th game for Slough against Marlow on Tuesday evening. The throw comes forward. Sam Togwell heads the ball out. And out for a throw to St Albans, halfway inside their own half. And it's Clark on the far hand side that goes across to take it. And throws the ball on, flicked on again by Moyo, only as far as Nisbet. Nisbet skips past a couple of challenges, plays the ball out here towards Wells. Wells goes down the line for Slough. No one chasing it for the Rebels, and that will go out of play for a throw to St Albans City. And it's Clark who will take the throw roughly 25 yards away from his own goal line. And long throw by him, headed away by Sam Togwell. Lench kicks it down and then plays the ball forwards. Marty looked to be in an offside position, but it runs through to Snedker in the St Albans goal anyway. And he rolls the ball out here towards Clark. Clark just plays it long, looking for Merson. Comes off the head of Hollis, and Sol will keep the ball in on the far hand side. Hollis gets a touch to it. Then Lee Togwell comes across, and it comes off Lee Togwell last. So now looking for a free kick that wasn't given, and it will be a throw here for Wyatt to take inside towards Merson. Merson plays it inside towards Sol. Sol on the edge of the box, cuts down the left hand side, turns away and finds Wyatt. Wyatt just has to cross in. It's a good cross in the end, and it's headed around. It keeps bouncing in the area, and the referee says there's a foul there. I couldn't see a foul myself. To be honest, I thought it actually hit the hand of Mark Nisbet, and I thought it should have been a penalty. But there you go. Free kick to the Rebels inside their own penalty area. Let's see if we can find you some more latest scores from the National League South as Turner goes long, flicked on by Wyatt, headed back to the goalkeeper by Shorten. These are the latest scores for you. It's Bath 0, Woking 1, Chelmsford 2, Oxford City 0, Concord 3, Western Supermare 0, Dartford 1, Truro 1. As Warren Harris just heads the ball in towards Lench. Warren Harris chasing on the far hand side, and plays it out soft, out for a Slough throw. Stallich 0, Billericay 2, East Thurrock 1, Chippenham 0, Gloucester 0, Welling 0, Hampton Richmond 0, Hungerford 1. It's Hemel Hempstead 2, Eastbourne 2, Slough 1, St Albans 1, and Torquay 2, Wealdstone 1. Still the latest scores. Going to see a long throw for the Rebels to come in from Guy Hollis. And Hollis just around about 10 yards away from the corner flag. Looks to put this long throw into the box. It's bouncing around, fouled by Nisbet surely, and the ball comes through. it's a shot off target. It's a goal kick here to St Albans City. And Snedker with this kick aimed towards Kalixi, who flicks the ball on, but Wells tries to see it out of play. Merson tries to get there, but goes out of play for a throw to the Rebels. Halfway through this second half, it's still 1-1 between the two, but only due to that Jack Turner penalty save early in the second half. And Wells takes the throw inside towards Simon Dunn. Dunn inside towards Nisbet. Nisbet back towards Wells. Wells across towards Hollis. Hollis back towards Turner. Turner takes a touch and goes long, aimed towards Warren Harris. Harris pushed off the ball. Ball's here though with Simon Dunn. Comes through to Sam Togwell. Plays it forwards towards Warren Harris. Harris running down the right hand side. Crosses the ball into the box. Marty can't reach it. And it's gone out of play for a goal kick to St Albans. Bender just down on the floor, just slowly getting to his feet as he'd ran into Marty. So the second half has been mainly St Albans City on the front foot. And it looks as though Slough have gone 4-3-3 with Warren Harris, Lench and Marty up front, with the two Tockwells and Dunn in midfield. As Snedker goes long with this kick, Camjo heads it on, only as far as Nisbet's ball flies in towards Dunn, who's had it robbed off him by Camjo, but then the ball's here with Kalixi, who holds the ball up well in the centre of midfield. Flicks it out now towards Wyatt down the left-hand side. Wyatt up against Lee Togwell. Holds the ball up and inside here towards Shorten. Shorten loses the ball towards Sam Togwell. Play forward for Marty to chase. He's got Warren Harris on the inside if he needs him. Marty gets to the edge of the box, cuts inside, shoots. It's blocked by Bender. And it will go out for a corner to the Rebels. And Marty he just couldn't feed Warren Harris, who made a run through the middle, because there's a yellow card here to Shulton for something that he said. So a yellow card for Shulton on 70 minutes as the corner comes in, too close to the goalkeeper, well claimed by him, and he tries to get St Albans on the attack, but it's Lee Togwell that shoots from distance as the goalkeeper's off his line, but the ball was nowhere near going in the goal, unfortunately, but good vision there by Lee Togwell. And it remains still 1-1 here between the two sides. And Sned could get a better chance of clearing this ball, this time from the goal kick. And again, aimed here towards Merson. Merson jumps early. It comes through though to Moyo, who flicks it on. Sol's there, but Nisbet plays it out of play for a throw to St Albans, roughly 25 yards away from the Slough goal. Wyatt looks to take it. He's got Camjo running one way, Sol the other. Still hasn't thrown it. And in the end, fix out Shulton. Shulton 25 yards away from goal. Plays it across towards Coloxy. Coloxy's got Clark on the overlap down that right-hand side. Clark under pressure from Simon Dunn. Plays the ball inside here towards Shulton. Shulton under pressure finds Lewis Knight. Plays the ball down here for Camjo to chase, but Wells tries to see it out of play. It is out of play for a throw to Slough, right by the corner flag though. And it's played in here towards Nisbet. Nisbet down the line towards Wells. Wells plays it through, but Slough played it out of play and given the ball away to St Albans City. Cheaply there for the Rebels. So it's a throw almost level the 18-yard line for St Albans. Merson again in this play that goes across to take it. So expect a long throw into the box here for St Albans. And Merson just wiping the ball on his chest here as he puts this long throw in, flicks on across the goal, and Moyo can't keep it down. Bender's there though for St Albans, under pressure from a couple of players, manages to get a cross in, and it's headed goalwards by Moyo, just wide of the goal though. Good instinctive header there by the striker, who's already scored once today. Tried a diving header from just around about 7 yards out across the goal, but just too far out, and out of play for a goal kick. And the Slough fans finally making a bit of noise here this afternoon. And it's a goal kick here for Slough. Jack Turner to take. And Turner just taking his time. Lots of pasties and stuff going downstairs here at the moment for the second half. So if you want a pasty or a sausage roll, I mean, he's clearly pulling his shirt, referee. I don't understand how the Warren Harris must have a fabulous shirt that everyone wants. They're trying to take it off him before the game finishes. Merson again jumps high, but Hollis with the header away. Comes through to Colloxy, plays it forwards. Merson heads it on, trying to find Sol. Sol on the edge of the 18-yard line, up here against Josh Chapman. Chapman tries to win the ball and does so, keeps the ball in and then skips past the challenge, hooks it clear down the line, but only as far as Shulton. Shulton said hits Camjo, and here with Lench. Lench down the line for Armarty to chase. Armarty trying to get there, but Clark's there first for St Albans City. Plays it out of play, and Lee Togwell wants to take the throw quickly and turns it inside here towards Lench. Lench has got no one to aim to apart from Warren Harris. Harris wins the header, heads it inside. No one there for Slough. Ball comes out though only as far as George Wells. Inside towards Sam Togwell. Cross towards Lee Togwell. Down the line here for Lench. Lench takes a touch. Crosses it, hits wide out of play for a throw to the Rebels. And it's this time Lench is going to leave it for Wallace to take, I think. He is indeed. So another long throw into the box here for Slough. As Guy Hollis comes to take it. He's around about 4 or 5 yards away from the corner flag. And the throw comes in deep into the box. It comes to the edge of the box for Simon Dunn. His shot is blocked. Comes out towards Lee Togwell. Oh, it's a deflection and in! Lee Togwell will claim the goal. But it deflected off a St Albans City player inside the box. Slough take the lead. I've got to put it on the board. There you go. Slough take the lead with a deflected shot from Lee Togwell. He'll claim his 5th goal of the season on 75 minutes. But it took a clear deflection. It looked like it was going in anyway. Took a deflection off a St Albans player. Went opposite way. Goalkeeper left absolutely stuck there. And Slough have a 2-1 lead here. And with the sun coming out, just a few of them taking a bit of water break here. But Slough lead 2-1. And we've got around about 15 minutes of the game left here this afternoon. And it's St Albans to take the kick-off here. Bath have equalised in their game against Woking. So it's Bath 1, Woking 1. As the ball is played out here on the far-hand side, but straight out of play for a Slough throw. And it's Guy Hollis who comes across to take the throw for the Rebels. And Hollis takes a long throw, trying to get Slough down the line. Cam J heads it up in the air. Lee Togwell's underneath it, but only heads it straight out of play. And Wyatt runs across to take this, but Bender looks like he's going to take this one for St Albans. Across there towards Clark. Heavy touch by him, but he gets away with it by cutting it inside. Then hits it at the outside of his foot for Jackman to chase up against Merson. Jackman trying to shield the ball and does really well to do that. Great defending by Josh Jackman again. And Guy Hollis will go across to take a long throw for Slough. They're deep inside their own half, so he's going to try and get Slough further up the field. And he does. It's flicked on by Lench, and then the ball comes through almost to Amadi, but Knight's there first. And it's a throw to the Rebels. And again, they're going to leave it for Guy Hollis to go and take, so Slough can get further down the field. And Hollis in front of our commentary position takes this long throw down the field, looking for Warren Harris. Harris does well to flick it up in the air. Knight's underneath it, comes through to Warren Harris. It's blocked, comes through to Lench. Lench just challenges. It's one back here by Shulton. Shulton's tackled by Sam Togwell. Ball falls here towards Lench. Lench down the line here for Warren Harris, down the right hand side. Harris being forced wide here by Bender. Gets across into the box, looking for Armarty. It's cleared by Clark, and it'll be a throw to Slough. And again, that will mean a chance for Guy Hollis to trot across to take this long throw. Good to see some of our youth team coaches here this afternoon. So Hollis goes across again to take this long throw. It's roughly 25 yards away from the goal line. But again, long throw into the box, easily headed away though by Wyatt. Comes out here towards Lee Togba. Not the best of touches by him, but it does find its way towards Matt Lynch. And Lynch finds the ball across to Guy Hollis. Hollis chips the ball in left-footed. And Warren Harris tries to get there. Headed away though by Clark to the edge of the box where Camjo gets a lucky touch here towards Wyatt, who clears down the line for Merson. Merson jumps early, can't get there, and Jackman can clear down for Slough. Ball played forward. Warren Harris wins it and then wins his own flick on, finding Simon Dunn inside towards Nisbet. Here towards Lynch down the right hand side. Lynch running at the goal. Got Sam Togwell down the near hand side, making Sam Togwell stretch. Scratches across in, and Snedker gets there first and then gets caught by Warren Harris. And it's good goalkeeping by the goalkeeper. Just cut it on his couple of yards out of his goal line. And Snedker tries to release Moyo down that far hand side. Moyo does well to chest the ball down and hold it up, but only holds it up into the path of Lynch. And Lynch finding Lee Togwell. Ball over the top here for Warren Harris to chase. Harris is through. He's just going to try and stretch here. Can he get to it? He can't. It's gone out for a goal kick. And Warren Harris well defended there by Clark and Snedker. Snedker takes the goal kick quick and plays it across here towards Bender. Bender goes long on the far hand side looking for Merson. Merson jumps early, but it comes off the head of Nisbet. Breaks on the far hand side to Kalixi, who's coming down on the overlap. Being followed by two Slough players. Simon Dunn gets his body in there, gets pushed off the ball. Kalixi gets across in, it's blocked and out for a corner. Only the second corner of the game for St Albans City. Sol is the player that runs across to take this one. Everyone now in the Slough half, apart from the goalkeeper of St Albans. It's actually they're going to leave it for Wyatt to take. So Wyatt is the player that comes across to take this corner. So now with some defending to do here. In swinging corner for them to defend. And it's played in towards the far post, headed back across goal. And so it looks like it's gone in. It's headed across. The referee has given the goal. Basically, it was Bender who headed it across. Jackman dropped the ball, and it's an equaliser for St Albans City. We're going to give the goal to Bender. It was his header across that went in, and I think Jackman dropped the ball over the line. So I think George Wells is kind of debating that. George Wells got to be careful. He's already on a yellow card. So Slough have thrown the lead again away here. 2-2 between the two sides. Ball's here now with Lynch. Inside towards Warren Harris. Finding Jackman down the right hand side. Jackman comes back in towards Lynch. Lynch under pressure here. Turning away, finding Simon Dunn. Dunn plays it across towards George Wells. Wells down the left hand side. Skips past one challenge, still running with the ball, still gets to the edge of the box, takes a pop scrum. Lee Togwell stretching at the back post, just couldn't get it goalwards and out of play for a goal kick. So Slough have thrown it away here. You're going to see a substitution for St Albans City, their first of the game. Coming off is number 9, Sam Merson. Coming on is number 15, Kale DeCosta. And a substitution on 81 minutes. DeCosta will go up front to replace him. And Jack Turner's made a good save, saved a penalty, but it's his fault for that equalising goal. Drops the ball onto his crossbar and behind the line. Ball played in, headed away though by Matt Lynch. Warren Harris will flick the header on. It only comes as far as Knight. His clearance is poor, but Shorten helps it on. Jackman wins the ball though for Slough. Chips it down the line looking for the run of Warren Harris. Bender gets there, hooks the ball away though for St Albans. Played back in towards Amati. Amati can't control it, and it's hooked forward. Nisbet takes the ball down and finds Simon Dunn. Dunn inside towards Lynch. Lynch turns, opens his body, finding Lee Togba down the right hand side. Looking for someone to come round the overlap. No one comes, so he plays it inside here towards Dunn. Dunn finds it on the outside towards George Wells. Wells takes a shot. It's across the face of the goal. It was almost in slow motion, the shot from George Wells, but across the face of the goal and out for a goal kick. We're into the last 10 minutes of the game here. It's a goal kick here for St Albans City that Snedker will take. A long kick aimed here towards Da Costa, up against Sam Togwell. Sam Togwell's header falls to Coloxy, who just chips the ball forwards, but this time Jack Turner gets there first. And then plays the ball down the field here, looking for Lynch. Lynch wins the header, but it's behind Warren Harris. And Knight smashes that ball clear. There's an offside on the far hand side against Da Costa. And Jack Turner will take this free kick for Slough, halfway inside his own half. And Turner looking for Nisbet, who's gone forwards. I thought it hit an arm there, but it falls towards Shulton. Shulton's ball forwards, intercepted by Josh Jackman, who plays it forwards. Clark's underneath it for St Albans, tries to play it away. Nisbet will try and get his body in the way there. It's gone out of play for a throw to Slough. Latest scores in the National League South. We'll just wait for this throw to come in from Nisbet towards Wales. Wales crosses the ball in, looking for Warren Harris. He gets a header to it, but just couldn't header it goalwards and out of play for a goal kick. It's Bath 1, Woking 1, Chelmsford 2, Oxford City 0, Concord 3, Weston-super-Mare 0, Dartford 1, Truro 1, Dulwich 0, Billericay 2, East Thurrock 2, Chippenham 0, Gloucester 0, Welling 0, Hampton and Richmond 0, Hungerford 2, Hemel Hempstead 2, Eastbourne 2, and it's Torquay 3, Wealdstone 2. Is the last game on that list. Ball going out on the far hand side. It comes off Coloxy to a throw to Slough on the far left hand side. Wells takes it, gets it towards Dunn, down the line by Wells. Clark heads it straight out of play for a throw to the Rebels. And we've got two balls on the pitch here at the moment. So there's just a little break in play, and then that's it. So it's a throw here to the Rebels, taken quickly by Wells inside, but gets 1-2. Warren Harris tries to flick the header on. It comes across towards Lee Togwell, but Wyatt with the volley clearance. Nisbet with a cushion header, finding George Wells. Wells chipping the ball forward on the far hand side. Warren Harris tries to get there. He looks like he was blocked on the edge, and then he's clearly aimed a kick there. The referee hasn't seen it. He's let the game play on. Moyo heads it on, trying to find Da Costa. It'll come out here towards Sam Togwell, in towards Simon Dunn. Dunn being chased down by Shulton, plays it in towards Warren Harris. Harris feeds it in for Lynch. Lynch just gets tackled. Warren Harris wins it back, but it's here with Shulton inside here. Howless gets his touch to the ball. It's Da Costa tries to shield it. Lynch wins it for Slough, finding Lee Togwell. Togwell down the line looking for Armasi. Armasi playing with Bender's hair. Bender tries to get there. He gets caught there. Surely that was a foul. And Bender's thrown a push to the face of Armati there. Armati's legs got tangled. It's all going on now. Proper bit of fighting going on. There's a few angry St Albans players going on. And it's... the referee has got some sorting out to do here. Bender took exception to Armati's feet being on his head as they got tangled. And Bender got up and pushed Armati. And then that started a bit of a free-for-all. And the referee just having a word with a couple of players here. He's just talking to the assistant referee, and he's going to blow his whistle and pull a couple of players over. And unfortunately there's a floodlight right in our eye view, but it looks as though Bender and Armati are going to get yellow cards. And we're just waiting for the referee to call both players over. He's just telling a few others to stay away. And the referee just telling them to just cut it out a little bit here. But he may just actually get these yellow cards out in a second. We're waiting long enough for them. But it looks as though it's... I think we've got a corner in the end of it anyway. So yes, a yellow card to Armati and a yellow card to Bender on 88. So both get yellow cards. And there is a corner though to Slough, which Matt Lynch will take. Whips it into the box, headed down, it comes out towards Guy Hollis. Blocked there by Clark with his feet, out for another corner to Slough. And they'll wait for Lynch to go across to take this one. This will be an in-swinging corner here for the Rebels. 2-2 here into 2 minutes. The referee's just watching a bit of pushing and shoving going on in the box. And it's Lynch to take this one. In swinging, it's flying through. It's headed away for another corner. Great defending that one as Lee Togwell was rising at the back post to try and put it in. Lynch runs across here to try and take this one. 2-2, but Slough on the front foot. Being an out swinging corner again here for Slough. It's Lynch just lining this one up. Plays it into the box. Goalkeeper pushes it up in the air. Headed away by Camjo to the edge of the box. It's going to come out here towards Guy Hollis. Feeds it here towards Lynch. Lynch hits it in hard and low. Pokes outside for another corner. Comes off Camjo. Slough with the pressure on in these dying seconds. Corner after corner. Lynch again to take it. Another out-swinging corner to come in for the Rebels. And Lynch to take this. We're just looking for the added time for the referee to add on as this corner comes in. Good delivery. It's bouncing around. There's a bit of pushing and shoving going on with Armati. Ball comes back out towards Lynch. Plays it in all the way across. Armati tries to get there. It's bouncing around. Slough looking for a penalty, but the referee says foul. And it's a free kick to St Albans City. Slough feeling that there was a handball in there as the ball came through the box to Armati, but the referee says no foul. My shoelaces are undone, Sam. It's a goal kick here for St Albans. Still waiting for a sign of what added time to hang on. Camjo wins the header. Comes through to Nisbet. Nisbet plays it here for Dunn. Dunn forwards from Wells. Headed by Bender. Comes through, hits Shulton. Shulton plays it forwards towards Moyo. Heavy touch by him. Sam Togwell tries to get to it, but Camjo gets there first. Hits it straight at Josh Jackman. There will be 4 minutes of added time. How'd you change it? 4 minutes of added time here at Arbour Park, and we're into that 4 minutes. Ball on the far hand side here with Sol. Down the line for Moyo, who's offside yet again.
Today's attendance is 744, and your man of the match today is number 1, Jack Turner.
Jack Turner has been made man of the match this afternoon by today's match sponsors, who are Scarlet. Ball bouncing around to Armati with a chance to put Slough in. Great defending again by Clark. That really is top quality defending by Clark. Armati with just the goalkeeper to beat. Hits it hard and low. It's out for a corner to Slough. Number 11 for them. In swinging corner here. Slough going for the win. 2-2. 4 minutes of added time. We're around for a minute on it already. And Lynch to take this in swinging corner. Slough throwing everything at it. Too close to the goalkeeper. Punches it out. Comes out here towards Sam Togwell. His ball is a bit heavy. Finds Lynch. And Lynch crosses it in again. Nisbet heads it. It's headed away though, only as far as Dunn. Dunn takes a touchdown. Plays it forwards. Lynch will try and chase it, but Moyo sees it out for a goal kick. Yes, so today's match sponsors are Scala, Gary House and the Nadin brothers. And they have, between them, made Jack Turner the man of the match. And it will be Snedker to take this goal kick here for St Albans with 2 and a bit minutes of added time to play. Wells heads it straight at Moyo. It comes through here towards Dunn. Dunn, lovely little ball inside here towards Lynch. Lynch can turn and spread it on the far hand side towards Josh Jackman. Jackman needs a little bit of help. Has to come down the right hand side on his own. Got Lee Togwell here if he needs him. Finds him inside towards Lynch. Lynch just pushes it on, just overruns his clearance. Hollis comes across with the clearance, and then Lee Togwell plays it forwards for Slough. Warren Harris trying to get his body in there. Comes out here towards Sol. Sol trying to release Shulton, but he's offside. And the ball runs out for a throw to Slough. Slough will take it quickly here with Guy Hollis throwing the ball towards Jack Turner. And then Turner goes long here for Slough. Warren Harris tries to get there. Headed away though by Knight. Hits Sol, but Sol recovers to have the ball here at his feet. Then plays it here towards White. Sells him short. One back here by Slough through Warren Harris. In with Lynch. Lynch tries to go past Bender. Slough looking for a free kick. How is that not a free kick, referee? It's a throw to Slough. I mean, Lynch puts it past Bender. Bender blocks the run. It's got to be a free kick. Instead, it's a throw. Slough still have a chance to put a long ball into the penalty area. The management team angered by that decision by the referee not to give a free kick. It's a throw though. A long throw for Slough into the box. Bouncing around. Comes to the edge of the box towards Lynch. Takes it down. Takes a touch it down for a corner. Corner number 12. Slough knocking on the St Albans door. It's an out-swinging corner to come from this near-hand side for the Rebels. The Slough fans making some noise, trying to get behind the team. Lynch to take this out-swinging corner. Needs a quality delivery. Great delivery. Bounces to the edge of the post towards Warren Harris, who hits it back across. And out of play for a goal kick. And Warren Harris will be disappointed he couldn't get that shot on target. Sam Collard doing Twitter today. Can't type fast enough, can you? Goal kick here to St Albans City. I think that will be we're going to see a substitution for St Albans. Coming on is number 14, who is Luke Joyce Dwarka. He's coming on for Liam Soul. And that is on 94 minutes. And that really should be the end of the game when Snedker takes this goal kick. The 4 minutes of added time are up. So Joyce Dwarka comes on. Snedker takes the goal kick. Still the game being played on. Camjo heads it straight out of play for a throw to Slough. They should just throw it back. Oh no, Hollis is going to throw it forwards, but that is the final whistle here at Arbour Park. And it's finished Slough 2, St Albans 2 in a game where someone has just booted the ball straight out the ground for no apparent reason. But the first half was 1-1. Slough then took the lead through Francis Armati. No, he didn't score, did he? Sorry, Lee Togwell scored, didn't he? Lee Togwell scored to leave Slough a 2-1 lead. But then that just lasted 5 minutes as Bender's header was fumbled over the line, I guess, by, would you say that it was Jack Turner that fumbled it over the line?
I thought it was an own goal. But
yeah, we think it's an own goal. But as it is, it's finished 2-2 here at Arbour Park. Not a result that will please both sets of teams. Slough will continue on to a 5-match unbeaten run. But it does mean that St Albans City, who were looking for a win to push for that playoff position, haven't got it. Let's see if we can find you full-time scores. There's still some games going on, so we'll leave the full-time scores for you for a second. Just a reminder that our next game here for Slough will be